our story for today is Jack and the Beanstalk. There once was a noble woman who had fallen on hard times. Her castle had been stolen away by a greedy giant, and now she lived in a cottage with her only son Jack. He was a lazy boy, always dreaming, never working. Mother and son grew poorer and poorer until they had nothing but a cow. Jack's mother told him to sell the cow for a good price, and he agreed. But do you know what? On the way into town, Jack met a strange little man who gave him 3 magic beans in exchange for the cow. Jack thought his mother would be happy to have the beans. After all, they were magic. 3 beans! Jack's mother shouted when he got home. You foolish boy! Disgusted, she threw the beans out the window. Now, Jack felt sad and he went straight to the bed. But in the morning, when he went to the window, he saw that the magic beans had sprung up into a huge vine. There was nothing to do but to climb it. Higher and higher he climbed, until at last he reached the top of the vine and found himself looking at a castle that was high among the clouds. Jack didn't know it, but this was the very castle that had been stolen from his mother when he was just a baby. When Jack got there, he knocked. A giant woman answered the door. After taking one look at him, she said, Please, please, run away. My husband is a cruel giant. But Jack was exhausted and hungry, so he offered to work for food, and she let him in. As he finishing up his dinner, there came a deafening roar. Jack hid in a cupboard just as the giant thundered in, bellowing, Fee, fee, fo, foom. I smell the blood of an Englishman. But the giant wife said, It's the stew you smell. The giant grunted, and he sat down to his giant supper. At last, he finished eating, and his wife brought out a golden goose. Lay, shouted the giant, and the goose laid an egg of solid gold. The giant amused himself for hours, commanding the goose to lay her golden eggs. Finally, the giant's wife brought out a harp. The giant said, Play me a drink. And a drink appeared. Play me a pillow. And a pillow appeared in the giant's chair. Play music. And the harp played lovely music until at last the giant fell asleep. When the giant was snoring loudly, Jack crept out of his hiding place, grabbed the golden goose and the harp, and started to run, but the harp twisted in Jack's grasp and started swimming. Master, master! Jack held tight to the goose and the harp and ran to the beanstalk as fast as he could go. But The harp's cries woke the giant. His feet shook the ground as he chased them. The beanstalk trembled with the terrible weight of him. As soon as Jack was safely on the ground, he cut the beanstalk with one swing of his hatchet. The giant fell to the ground and died instantly. Jack gave the golden goose to his mother, who instantly recognized it as her own beloved pet. Then he said to the harp, "Play dinner, please." A grand meal appeared before them. The very next day, Jack asked the harp to play a gown for his mother, a castle to live in, and happiness to last a lifetime.